Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Maisel and Friends, and it's a bottle of their Pale Ale, coming in at 5.2% ABV. It's 30 IBUs. There's a look at the label. There you go. There's the bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. This beer was kindly sent to me by Maisel and Friends, or the Maisel brewery out there in Germany. You've probably had a few of their beers, some of their Hefeweizens in their box. Very good beers, but they've decided to open a little craft range of beers, which I think is good. It's moving with modern times. Germany wasn't always the fastest when it comes to jumping on the beer bandwagon, the craft beer bandwagon. They were a little bit slow out the gates, but what they've been producing has been very, very good. So, look at the lovely carbonation on that beer. It's a golden coloured ale, nice 2 to 3 finger white head. That is a lovely looking glass of beer. Nice pale clear colour beer. Let's get the aroma. It smells very good, very hoppy, very tropical. It's a little bit lemon curdy. It's a little tart-like, but it's very grapefruity and lemony and piney, which is always very good for a pale ale. Right, let's dive into this 32 IBU German style American pale ale. Let's dive in. Cheers. And that's lovely, that's juicy, that's fresh. To begin with, you get a nice wallop of malty sweetness from the beer. It's extremely drinkable. The water is so soft. It must be fresh. It must be one of them breweries where they pump the fresh water from the well. The water quality on this beer, I've not mentioned it in a little while. I like to mention it every now and again, especially if the water quality catches my kind of mind when I'm drinking a beer. When the water quality is very good. The water in this beer, the absolute ingredient in this beer would be about 95%, with it being 5.2% ABV. That's a massive amount of an ingredient, and it makes a hell of a difference. A lot of people talk about the malt, the hops, the yeast. I think when you get a good soft watered beer, it's absolutely fantastic. It helps to go with everything else that's going on with the beer flavour wise. So that nice biscuity malt's coming through, then it kind of sways over into that lovely bitterness from that sweetness. It's lovely and grapefruity, it's fresh, it's pungent, it's a little floral, there's pine in there, little pine needles going on in there. Bottle's really heavy as well, a big dense bottle they've used. So it looks slightly unfiltered now. Now I've poured a little, or the rest of that beer in the glass. But I think for a company who produces lots and lots of kind of Hefeweizens and Bocks and so forth, traditional German beers, they've done a fantastic job in producing an American style pale ale. It's very nice. So just to wrap this review up then, lovely biscuity bready malts up front. It goes over to being nicely carbonated. The water quality is absolutely fantastic. And then you have that lovely bitter finish, that lovely grapefruity, balanced finish though. It's not overpowered by the bitterness. It's a nice kind of sweet to bitter balance with the beer. And I think that's very important, especially with a pale ale. Yeah, so the water's soft, the carbonation's nice, it pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. Absolutely great beer, really like it. Maisel and Friends Pale Ale. Rating for this beer then, I think this is a very good pale ale. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers.